Odysseus continues to suffer from Poseidon's curse. In this video, we explore a tragic turning point in his journey, a moment where safety and home were within his reach, only to be lost through a devastating mistake. Deep in the sea lies the domain of Aeolus, the god of winds. His kingdom is a mystical fortress, shielded by towering bronze walls and isolated from the rest of the mortal world. Aeolus honors the laws of hospitality, welcoming Odysseus and his crew with generosity. As they share meals, Odysseus recounts his epic tales of the Trojan War, strengthening the connection between the mortal hero and the divine king. For an entire month, the weary crew finds peace and luxury, resting from the long years of war and sea travel. Yet, the respite is temporary, as their distant home of Ithaca remains out of reach. Moved by their struggle, Aeolus offers a final gift. He summons a gentle wind to guide the ships directly toward Ithaca, bringing the crew closer to their home than they have been in 10 years. To ensure their journey remains undisturbed, Aeolus seals the dangerous, chaotic storms inside a massive oxhide bag, bound securely with silver. Only the favorable breeze is left free to guide them. Aeolus issues a strict warning: the bag must never be opened. While Odysseus vows to protect it, he fails to communicate the true danger to his crew, unknowingly setting the stage for disaster. 9 days pass with perfect conditions. On the 10th day, the crew finally spots the coastline of Ithaca. They are on the verge of ending their decade-long journey. Exhausted by constant vigil, Odysseus finally succumbs to fatigue and falls asleep. At this critical moment, he leaves the helm, unaware of the impending catastrophe. The crew, driven by paranoia and years of hardship, begins to resent their commander. They wrongly assume the bag contains hidden treasure that Odysseus is selfishly keeping for himself. While Odysseus sleeps, the crew gives in to greed. Believing they are claiming their fair share, they untie the silver cord, sealing their own tragic fate. In an instant, the trapped storms are unleashed. The sky shatters, and the peaceful winds vanish, replaced by violent tempests that destroy any hope of a quick return. The ships are swept away, hurled back into the churning ocean. As the storm intensifies, the shores of Ithaca disappear from sight, leaving the crew in total despair. The relentless gales drag the battered fleet back to where they started. Odysseus awakens to the devastating reality that a decade of progress has been completely undone. Broken and desperate, Odysseus returns to the bronze gates to beg for aid once more. He does not yet realize that the patience of the gods has reached its limit. Aeolus delivers a cold, absolute rejection, choosing the rigid order of the divine over human pity. With these words, Odysseus is officially cast out as a man cursed by the heavens, as the doors of the island are sealed shut. The era of divine miracles is over. From this agonizing moment on, the crew must carve their own path through an unforgiving sea, relying on nothing but raw human strength and their heavy wooden oars. Their tragic flaw is clear. Ignoring a leader's warning leads to collective ruin. A single moment of doubt and unchecked greed has cost them everything, making them the architects of their own suffering. With no wind to guide them and no gods left to protect them, the men row blindly into an unknown gray expanse. The psychological weight of never knowing if they will see home again falls entirely upon the silent crew. The journey continues into further peril. Having barely survived this ordeal, a far worse fate now awaits in the fog, an impending encounter with man-eating giants that will exact the most terrifying toll yet.